Hey guys, my name is Philippe Harris-Genois. I was Asset Supervisor on Stranger Things Season 4.
And I'm François Couette. I was the CG Supervisor on Stranger Things Season 4.
Today, we're gonna do a breakdown of the Digi Doubles.
Let's see it.
We know that there's a main villain in the season, which is Vecna, and his superpower is to basically control people and lift them up in the air and essentially just break them.
They shot the actors suspended in the air. They actually acted some of it as well. So it was very good for references, for lighting, for shading, so that we could rebuild them so that they look really, really faithful.
And then we also had a bunch of like photos, like turning around each of the actors so we can basically get every angle and make sure that the texture or the modeling or the look of the character basically looks the same.
Once we have a great looking Digi Double, we have our actor replicated in 3D, then we have to break them. So we had initial research lead us to wrestlers breaking their bones while fighting.
Weightlifters, like. Yeah.
And weightlifters, oh my God, yes, weightlifters.
Just like elbow pops and
that's
like a soccer player, like just like breaking their shin and the foot goes like that.
Once we found these, we started showing them to the client. The first thing that came back is that they were not gruesome enough. So real life is not disgusting enough. So we got inspired by these, but then we built on top of it.
So yeah, basically the Asset Supervisor is essentially like a link between the stationary CG, so everything that just stands still. So we do a model, it's like a T-pose, it's not moving. And then we need to be the link between animation team and the rigging team and the department that's essentially move our assets. And yeah, that's kind of the link. It's a great kind of teamwork between basically all the assets departments. So there's 4 involved in the creation of Digi Doubles. So we have the modeling, which is essentially just a clay sculpture of the characters. And we have textures, who are essentially just painting, like spray painting the colors on top of the actual character. Then we have shading, look dev, which is essentially how is the skin reacting to the light? How is like when you look at the jacket, it kind of reacts differently than skin or hair, for example. So this is also a big kind of chunk of the work. And lastly, we have obviously the grooming artists. They can create like any kind of shape of hair, any kind of haircut. So not only hair, but also like eyebrows, eyelashes. And yeah, so big shout out to these departments. So Diego did a fantastic job in texture, Dorothée in groom.
Yeah, we had to keep the hair on some of them.
Some of the shots we kept the hair.
Yeah, but some of the shots it's 100% CG, just because of the camera movements, the action, everything that's happening. Initially, we wanted to keep a part of the plate, but then we realized quickly that if you break the upper part of the arm, for example, it's going to affect the shoulders, it's going to affect the torso, it's going to affect the movement of the neck as well.
So it's going to affect the clothes?
The clothes as well. Yeah. They're wearing loose clothes most of the time, so these are going to have kind of a ripple effect, so we had to change the whole thing.
Yeah.
It might look easy, but most of the time it's pretty hard. Like with Virginia, she has very curly hair. Exactly. So how does that curl work? Is it large? Is it long? Is it the way it's actually tying to each other is very hard to actually nail. Great job, Phil.
Good job, François.